getting dark. Pixie's looking at the sun going down. Oh, look at it! Weather change! Ooh, music from somewhere. Pixie. Howdy folks, and welcome back to ARK Scorched Earth on the Crazy Fella server with me, Scryptar, and Pixie. And yeah, I've been doing some work here, that's why I'm looking down. Because of this. Let's see, they should be all aligned now. Pretty sure I'm standing right where I'm supposed to be standing. That's about 5 minutes of wiggling that you didn't need to see. Yeah, that's more or less perfect. Can't really get it any better. As you can see that the wall is sticking through a little bit. Same on this side. And barely touching over here. That's exactly where it should be. There you go. Might be the wrong way around. Good thing is, you can't really tell. I think. If not, I'm just gonna replace it. But I think these look the same from both sides. Yeah, they do. And as you can open these doors to the outside when you click the right one, and usually to the inside when you click the left one, it doesn't matter at all which way you put it. There's a gap in between you, which is quite neat actually. So it's not all fabricated. This is roughly done, functional, needs to work, but still rather beautiful, I think. That looks gorgeous. I'm eager to see if that can be painted. So what have I done? I laid the groundwork. Let's get on the RG. I know you saw the Dodic there. I'm coming back to that. Let's start over here. I put up some of these spiked walls that I still had. What? It's not that hot anymore? Oh no, we're sitting on the bird. That's why we don't get the overlay down in the bottom left that tells us we're having a heat stroke. We still get it. It's just when we're sitting on the bird, it's not shown. So I put down this right over to these rocks, which I left for the moment. Best defense I can do at the moment, because we still need to clear all this out. And before I've done that, or before I came to doing that, I thought, well, you know, it's been like 6 or 7 hours since I recorded the last one, so why not see if we can find that Dodic that was running around there, the level 84, and try that again. And yeah, guess what? There you go. 99% taming effectiveness on Metro Berries is not bad, and it took all of 9 shots to get it down. Stats look good. I didn't boost health. It came with 4000 health, and it came with like 750 stamina or something. That's absolutely awesome. Not much in the weight category, but I've bumped that. Melee was like 258 or something. That was 3 or 4 levels, and we got it up to 308. I keep it there, so rest goes now straight into weight. I cleared out all of this. I laid down the foundations. Go outside. What I've done is, from here, 4 foundations out, and then all the way over there, so that we have, from the feeding trough that I put out, down, 8 foundations in all directions. The feeding trough itself not counted. Over here, we needed to compromise a little bit, because we can't do this rectangular, so yeah. Well, it still works. I put this gate down in a way that it would attach right here, so we didn't need any walls here. Would be a waste of space and time and effort. So that looks good. This is going to be our wall, 4 high, ceiling on top. I placed those so that they didn't clip with the gate. You know, you can always place the gate, that's not an issue, but can you place the walls afterwards? Nobody knows. Adobe rams, just because we can, it's not that we need them. I guess even the Dodic would be able to walk over that. Yeah. Experimented with this guy a little, and I gave him a name. He is henceforth known as Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Get it? Doesn't need any more weight. 500 is more than enough. I harvested a couple of trees earlier, and I came home with like 5,000 wood. There are trees around here, somewhere. So I'm currently boosting stamina a little. I want to get that up to 1,000. And then maybe we go back to weight. Close the door. Rude to leave that open. You don't do that. Critters might come in. So, when you look around here, took 11%, that's okay. It usually goes away before it reaches like 80. Down there, where it's free of vegetation, that's why I harvested the trees. You can see some trees over there. like these. And there were 8, 9 of those. So that's where we got the 5,000 wood from. There are trees over here. Come on, fly. Fly, little bird, to where the trees are. See, those. Presumably they give wood. I'm gonna try that a little later. I mean, this is dangerous territory up there. Down here, not so much. Over there, yeah. So I wanted to have all of this done first. I want to clear out all these boulders. Let's see which spawn back in. That's another thing. And I wanted to have the gate down. So this will be our main entrance, and we should be able to just go around here and go up here. And if that doesn't work, we can definitely come down this slope. That's not a big deal. I've done that already. What else? I'm gonna build these walls all around. I'm gonna do them out of stone. As I said, I want this to be sturdy in case something tries to attack us. And I might do some towers on the corners. Well, maybe not so much over here on the corners. Yeah, still might. Why not? This might be tricky. Not sure. I mean, we can go out one. It's foundation support, so even if we don't have a foundation down there, we might be able to put the walls up here. And then from the ceilings, build the walls down. That should still work. We're going to have spiked walls all along the outside as an extra precaution, so you won't really be able to tell that there's a foundation missing there. I think that's a nice idea. Also, good thing about that is if somebody breaks like a wall down here, the rest are still connected up at the ceiling, so it won't all fall down, so we don't have to redo that much of it. And if really a raptor gets stuck in there, that's Raptor's fault. That's gonna take a while to bite through there. So yeah, that's what I wanted. So I'm gonna put down some ramps here. That should be no problem. It worked over there, so it should work over here. Anything else we have left on me? No. And we're out of material again. I had this whole smithy, all 75 slots, started from here, full with clay. And this is all missing due to crafting of the gates and some ramps. And as you can see, this is gone. We had 5,000, 5,000, and almost 10,000. Yeah, I have to work on that. It shouldn't be a big thing, right? Can do that. Next thing I do want to do is get these walls all up and get a roof on top. I already have the staircase. Yeah, right there. And the sloped roof, which I didn't intend to make, but did anyway. There's one ramp. Put that down just because we can. Dip, 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 dip. Right there. I'm gonna go over here and finish all that up. So we need some more ramps. We should have some material for that. I guess we do have enough to eat. I put the cactus up in here as well because, you know, with 60 spaces we really only need the first 10. This is up to 10,000. I start throwing stuff away because we obviously don't need it. I named the storage boxes. Resources. Scorched Earth resources which don't stack with our stack mod, like this stuff, so we need something extra for that. Clay, yeah, that was full, and then I transferred it over to the smithy. Don't have anything in here right now. You can actually do those 70, why not? And I made a whole bunch of spark powder in here. Oh, come on. That's over here. And we've been crafting some metal. I think we had 500 in there, and this is what's left. Yeah. I'm so happy these don't spoil. That would be such a waste. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna get into some resource collection and some ramp making. I'm not sure if we can leave these here. I mean, if we turn them around and stick the tails into the walls, because they don't really hurt anybody as long as they don't stick out to the very outside. What am I going to do? This. And that. Oh, even more. Great. You are truck. Yeah, you're the one we tamed at a higher level, so you should get levels quicker at the moment. And you're still here. Clearly out of range of everybody. Going nicely. Yeah, that might be something. So if they are facing us, we might be able to leave them there. Otherwise, we just park something else there. Like this guy or that guy. That should be fine. They're all feeding trough range, I think. Yes, they are. You can barely see it. And you should be in feeding trough range everywhere over here. I mean, technically, you should even be in feeding trough range right here. Wow. Yes, you are. So we could have gone out one further. Certainly not in that direction. Everything's blocked over here. So we would have to move the whole house one over in that direction. I'm not gonna do that. Not at all. Also, nope. Inside, please. This fits rather nicely, I think. That's exactly the corner here. So as long as you scrape along this, you don't even step on this, and I think that's completely fine. That's exactly what I wanted. We have some space over here for some small critters. I'm not really sure what to do, you know. This is a chicken farm area. You might put some dodos here for poop generation, or I don't know. We'll see. A little later. Obviously, this is not gonna be big farm like an egg farm or anything. This is just for our dinosaurs, and there will be a Rex at some point. It's no Spinos, it's no Brontos. I'm not really keen on getting a Parasaur. I don't think that's really ideal to have. It's no Quets, so we don't have all of the large creatures. Yeah, let me start crafting, and let's see what we're gonna do next. It's getting dark. Pixie's looking at the sun going down. Oh, look at it! Weather change! Ooh, music from somewhere. Pixie, don't be afraid. It's all good. I'm with you. See, I can make it not dark. Little update here, guys. We have the second story on. I put 2 windows in the center over there and 2 windows over here. One is a little bit blocked by the stairs that I put down, which surprisingly did not have an obstruction issue when putting down. I put this down first, then I put the walls up. All the way around. No windows over here, we have them down here. I might put some over here and some over there later. On the inside, presumably, and on the outside. So maybe in that corner and in that corner. So we can look out both ways. Might even put them downstairs. I don't know yet. Depends on what we're going to put against the walls there. And this is a kitchen area and fridge and electricity and all of that. So, we'll see. I couldn't finish the roof. I'm pretty happy that I got something done. We got about 5,000 wood again. I harvested all those trees up there. Killed some wolves and, you know, the usual stuff. Got some thatch. There's a vulture. That's all nice. You remember that clay we had? 1. This stuff is expensive. Well, it's not really expensive. It just takes a while to make. There should be some in here. I don't think that's even enough. What do we need for a wall? 40. What do we need for a ceiling? 60. Okay, let's make one more ceiling. You. Ceiling. Thank you. Rest can go back over here. So I'm gonna make some more clay. That's why I have these 4, basically. Well, this is for spark powder currently, this is for narcotics, and these 2 are for clay. I will use them as I see fit. So this is not a set arrangement, even though this works just fine. Spoils from time to time, we just make stuff. We are more or less inside. I get a house buff, I get one over here, which is nice. Where do I want to put this? Obviously not here, otherwise we can't go up. Also, you see that the direction flips depending on where you look. Like, it's really visible when you use wooden ceilings and thatch ceilings. Over here it doesn't matter at all, I think. Put it down there. See, they all connect in their own way with the weird pattern that is on here. And I love that. It looks like one continuous ceiling. There is no real visible cracks. I mean, yeah, you can, if you know what to look for. But this is so far the best of all the things they've done when it comes to make this look like a building and not like 60 different pieces. And I love that. I mean, look at this. Also, with the sloped roof, I just put it down here. Don't really like this dirty texture. I have to say, all of this looks really nice. And then this looks like, I don't know. That doesn't fit. Color-wise, doesn't fit. But it makes for a good entrance. I put one of the ramps down here. I made a couple too many, and when I say a couple, this time I actually mean a couple. Those two. I do have one more wall, and I guess we're gonna use that eventually. But currently, at least we have some sort of a house buff in here, and we don't have to worry about the heat and all of that. I do like this. This is perfect. I still have to put the smithy somewhere else. But we might be able to just fit that under there without clipping too much. Well, this can go in the corner, so there's like half a ceiling, half a foundation, whatever, in that direction, and this can fit in between. Stairs and fabricate, and I guess I will put down some storage just to be able to transfer stuff back and forth and don't clutter this all the way. I mean, 75 items in here is definitely good. And as far as the stacking mod goes, one stack of each, it's fine. How many resources do we have? I'm sorry, I still don't like having everything in there when I do have storages for stuff. What we do not need is vaults. Don't really see the need for that when we have the stacking mod, so that's the good thing there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Dodik, and I named him finally, because it finally happened that this was ours, and I'm going to go around and destroy all the weird rocks. I started a little bit over there, definitely started all the way around here, get all this cleared out of the way. In here definitely. I'm going to do some more and put the walls up. Again, I think that's nothing really interesting to see, right? I'm just going to show you when that's done. It will take a while, especially since I have to do over there and on that side as well. I bring you back in when we start doing special things like putting towers up and that thing. But now that should be that. So, let me have a quick look what's next on my agenda and see if we need to plan ahead. There might be something to tame, there might be something to slaughter. I don't know yet. I'm going to close this door. I'm going to come in here. I'd be happy about my house buff. Pixie. What do you say? Oh, I got flares in my pants. Hot down there. Might have made a poo. Can't poo. Bad joke. See you in a bit. That rock spawned back in. I don't like that. It's not at all obstructed by the spike wall, which means if this rock is one of those where you can climb up on the other side, creatures could just run over it. So I guess we need to clear out this whole area and see what spawns back in, so we have an idea of how far out we can build. That's gonna be a thing. Right, I got walls up, the outside at least. I got the walls all the way around. 4 high here, not so high on the other side. Sorry for the lag. I'm currently uploading, that's what happens. Look at this. Looking quite good. I mean, I had these tower-like structures next to the gates already, you know that. So we don't obstruct them and we can't build anything once the gates are placed. And now I've built the walls around. I've started raising them up over there. Once all that is done, we still need to do the inside. We need to put ceilings on top. We need to put a stair or some other kind of mechanic to get up there. Don't know yet how that's gonna look like. I probably will just put those 3 foundations here, so we have that complete. I will still put up the walls as they should be, but we could use these for putting down a generator, for example. We'll see. A couple of things I want to talk about before we leave this. Generators currently are kind of crappy. We just tested that, or Bowden Maddox tested that. The ARK FAQ for Scorched Earth says the canteens are losing water due to evaporation in the heat, and the generators take damage when you switch them on. And he just tested that. His generator was running like real time for about 30 minutes and it was half gone. So you put one down and after 30-40 minutes you can put down another one. How's that ever supposed to work? That's a completely bollocks mechanic. If a generator takes damage in the heat, 2 things you can do. Put air conditioners next to it, and then there is no heat, so the generator shouldn't take any damage. I'm gonna try that and see if that works. I'm pretty sure that's an oversight in the mechanic, and they haven't put that in there, so the generator will take damage no matter what you do. Then you can take your canteen, put it in the fridge for 60 seconds, and you generate ice water in the canteen, which will cool you down and give you a heat debuff, pretty much. Why didn't they do that for the generator? Just, you know, add a module that you can snap to a generator, which will work as a cooling tank. You know, something like this right here. Make it square, and then slap it to the generator. And then either you attach a water pipe to it, in some way, or you just attach that to a rainwater tank or something. Or you just put your canteen in there and fill it up every once in a while. So that, I don't know, one canteen lasts for 5, 6, 7 in-game days, maybe? That would have solved the whole problem. Now everybody's saying, well, there's wind turbines, why don't you just use those? Well, here's how they work. Press H. On Xbox, I think it's the back key. You see the percentage over there. Eastern Low Desert, 20% W. W stands for wind. So we have 20% wind here. Which means putting down a turbine will generate 20% wind or 20% of the day electricity. That's bollocks. And you can't put down just 5 and then say, well, 5 times 20% is 100%, so these altogether generate enough electricity to power the whole day. No, each of them generates electricity for 20% of the day, so at the end of the day, it's still 20% of the day. There's no accumulator which you could attach so that all of this energy is stored and then drained over the rest of the day. You would just put down 5 or 6 to be sure, put down an accumulator, and attach that to your electricity network, and then you would have energy throughout the whole day. What they're basically doing is saying, well, your generators don't work, we just made it that way. There's a wind turbine, use that, but fly around and find the area where you actually have enough wind. And 20% is not enough. And if we go over there, where the metal is, we have 40%. You basically need to be around the mountains where you get 100%, or in the desert where there's a lot of open plain where you might get 85%. That will help you out. Otherwise, you're completely screwed. No electricity, forget it. Yeah, that's how that works. I'm not quite sure how to deal with that yet. I mean, I can't just go and put a wind turbine somewhere in the distance on a mountain and then run electricity cables all the way over here. How am I supposed to line that up, for one? And how am I supposed to get all the materials to do that? How many episodes should I spend on that? That's worse than resource grinding when you try to find black pearls, and at least you know where to find those. Well, not on this map. So, I guess what we all have to do is, if we want to make that work, is wait for somebody to come up with a mod that either gives us an accumulator, or makes it so that generators don't break, or that you at least can configure how long it takes, so that we don't have to replace them every couple of minutes, but only once per week or something like that. It annoys me pretty much, and you might hear that, I'm sorry for that, but it's just something, you're planning a big thing, and you thought you had it figured out in a way that some game mechanics just work the way they should, and then all of a sudden they throw you a bone and say, well, if you want to use electricity continuously, then be prepared to craft a generator every other hour. How am I supposed to power a fridge? Do I actually have to make spark powder to go down there and use the preserving bin? Which don't have spoil timers nearly as long as the refrigerator does. I don't know. Well, let's have a look around what else I've done. So the walls are up. That should help keep all the critters out. Well, maybe not a T-Rex, but there's no T-Rex around here. If any, they spawn somewhere over there. Where that obelisk is. I want to get that 2 up. And then 3, and then 4, of course. And then do the inside. And once that's done, we figure out what we want to do to decorate it. Maybe put some, towers on the corners or something. Already told you that. I put some railings all around here to make that look nice. Also frames the staircase quite nicely. If you jump off here and you land badly in that corner, you have to destroy one of these walls. Otherwise you won't get out. Just no way. I think that's an oversight. You can't even put a torch in there to prevent you from falling in there. Because collision box. Hey. So just fix the torch. Let me put a torch there that I never use, and that would be fine. I had put down this frame, this war map, hoping that that might be thick enough so I don't fall in there. Didn't work either. Well, that's the thing. I put down the walls here for our greenhouse, and I decided to make this out of adobe. And then I will put a greenhouse roof on top of the whole thing. So sloped here, sloped there, and straight ceilings in the middle. I have those 2 glass walls in there. I think that looks quite nicely. I'm not 100% sure if these are actually attached. You see, when you look at this angle, you can see the underside, right? That's the underside right there. So I think there's a little see-through there. That should have been a little bit lower, maybe. But that's minor things. I mean, look at the primitive plus lumber ceilings, and then you're not annoyed about stuff like this. So once this is done, we can put down crop plots. We have 10 things we need to grow, I think. So we're just going to use the outline here. That's 4, that's 4, and then we have those 2 over here, and that's done. We just need to hook up the irrigation, which shouldn't be a problem. We have water here, so we just run that up here. I might run it all the way down there, you know, all the way along here, inside the building, inside the foundation, so you don't really see it. And then just come up here where I have to, like on the outside there. Run a pipe back in, on the outside here, run a pipe back in. And technically we only need one, one water tap right here in the middle, because you have 2.5 ceilings coverage for one of those water taps, usually. So if I have one there, that should work. If I have one like over here, that should work. Maybe just one here in the middle, for good measure. And then we have this huge open area here, which I don't know what to do with yet. Well, we still have to get some dung beetles. I guess I'm just going to put up something here to frame the dung beetles in. I don't know. We might decide to design this a little differently. We see. Not 100% sure yet. It's going to be fun. It's going to be organic. We piece it together when we get there. Also, Bowden Maddox has put down an oil well. There's our oil. Okay. You go right there. Over there where we got our metal the last time, and I got 300 from that. It's quite nice, so everybody can use that. I'm gonna put down mine as well, as soon as I can make one, on the spot that's right up there, the closest one to us. And one major announcement. You remember this guy? Da 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 da! We've been joined by Kami, finally on the server. Joined the tribe. Got over here, got a couple of levels from me building stuff, and he will start working on his base, so I will, since he's not recording himself, I will go over there and keep you updated on that. We will see where that is gonna be. Currently he's here, he's helping us out, getting levels, as I said. That's all fine and nice. He had the saddle skin, so I'm basically just donated it. I guess he will die a couple of times anyway, so he will get that back, no problem. Otherwise, I give him mine as soon as I should die. What are you looking like? I guess we're gonna just bump up melee a little more. We have 2000 health now, 1000 stamina, 500 weight, which is fine. Just a little more melee, get that up to 500. So we can run around without an escort. Or maybe even use it as an escort. That's a good idea, I think. Otherwise, are we running out of anything? No. Not at all. Looking good. Gonna smell some more narcotics, or I just leave them for Kami to do. So we can level up faster. Anyway. I'd say, let me just go over here. Oh, that lag. That's it for today, folks. If you like the video, subscribe for more, leave a comment if you feel like it. Don't forget to enjoy yourselves. Sorry about the ranting at the end. It just needed to be said, so, you know, you guys know what to expect until you don't fall into any pitfalls there. See you soon. Bye-bye.